It's Wednesday. You wake up. You wonder if you're on this infinity loop of consumption. You wonder if you're on this loop of containment. You wonder if you're ever going to escape this feeling of knowing that you're repeating the same patterns again and again and again. The patterns are related to your feelings, to your emotions, to your presence. And you wake up thinking, is this really what it's going to feel like? You remember years ago, it didn't feel like this. Years ago, you felt free. You felt as if you had this freeing spirit, this freeing mind. But somehow it got lost in the abyss. And in the future, when you look forward, all you can see is monotony. Is this how you feel like your life is sometimes? You wake up a random day during the week and you wonder, why am I on this repetitive circle or cycle of life? And you tell yourself, oh my gosh, I have to do this again. It's very consistent, monotonous, and very draining. And you remind yourself that you're here because you chose this life. You chose to be where you are. And I think a lot of people forget that they are where they are because they made decisions to get where they are. So say you're miserable, but you're in this incredible job. And the only thing that's going to make things better, you think, is the next destination or the next big investment or the next raise, promotion, item. However, that's really not what's going to make you happy. The only thing that's going to make you happy is you changing your mindset. I know it sounds crazy, but thinking of things differently and telling yourself different things, because your mind creates your reality by what you tell yourself. If you tell yourself this next promotion, this next purchase will make a difference in how I feel, that's going to be your reality. And it continues in life because it's a pattern. When you tell yourself that you feel such joy and happiness from your next big thing in life, you're going to always be searching for your next big thing in life to be happy, instead of being happy with the abundance that you already have in life. And this abundance is something that you got to find within you. You can't go and search for something outside of what you have. So many people have things that they fail to, I want to say, appreciate or take gratitude towards, because they're so caught up in what society tells them about wanting, needing, craving, or denying yourself maybe more or a different lifestyle. And when I say denying yourself that, I mean like you're denying yourself it because you think you can't attain it, but you can attain it. And at the same time, your happiness is found right here in this present moment. It's not found in another moment. It's not found when you get this next level in your life. It's found within. And it's found within peace and grace and knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. I know it's a very silly quote, but at the same token, it's very true. When you try to push yourself toward something else to achieve that happiness, you're missing out on what is right now. You're missing out on the present gift you have yourself in this moment. And when you realize that you're relying on your next moment to feel that happiness, then maybe you need to take a step back and really look inside and see what's holding you back. Do you have unprocessed emotions? Do you have trauma that lingers from the past that you've held on to? And it's created such a vision for your future that you feel like you'll never be safe. So you're relying on the next best thing to get you there. Or you're so anxious about things in life that you think this thing will provide you security in life, that the next spouse you find in your life will provide security, or the next item you get will provide that type of security. Because that's basically what it is in life, is when you search for the next best thing in life to bring you happiness, it's kind of like a security blanket. It's kind of like a thing that will try to save you from whatever. However, it has no redeeming value because it's very And it's like happiness for a moment, and then the next moment or the next day, you forget that you were searching for this to find happiness, but it doesn't solve all the problems. And you can rebrand yourself. You can do whatever, but if you do anything to proceed forward and you can't find happiness in the current moment, remember it's because you need to reset your mind and reinvigorate yourself and re-inspire yourself. Really get rid of those negative thoughts, those negative setbacks that are concealed in your mind, and really take a step back and look inward and consider that maybe you really do need to do a cleansing and cleanse yourself of toxic energy, cleanse yourself of toxic things you're telling yourself, cleanse yourself of all the toxins in your life by, a sauna, a steam room, going for a hike, being in the sun. The sun does wonders. The sun is so healing. But if you tell yourself that the next best thing is the next best thing, it's going to be like that. However, truly looking inside and knowing that there's things that are blocking you from experiencing this happiness right now is really what matters, is really the true thing, the true factor that's blocking you. And a lot of times people go through this in life and they fail to realize that happiness and joy are literally a product of the present moment. And, aspiring or thinking that something else will make you that way is truly foolish, meaning you should be happy with yourself and happy in that moment. And I know we all need regrounding and resetting of the mind. And, for me, I find joy in God, and we all can find joy in God, and knowing that He has promised us eternal life through His Son on this earth. So when we really redirect our energy to what society says and tells us that you need this next thing, you need to look on social media, the marketing, everything that is pushed toward us, we get distracted in life and we think that this item is associated with happiness or joy, but it's really not. It's not going to solve anything. And I was always told the more you get, the more you want. And it is very true. The more you get in your life, or the more that shows up in your life, the more that you will desire more. I know it's kind of evil thing, but just think about it. You think, oh, I got this one thing, I can just get this one thing extra. But, and it's about society telling us to be greedy. So society telling us we need more to build this happiness in our life. And it's so easy to get distracted with the more and more and more thing. However, forgetting that your peace truly lies within you, and your peace and happiness are also found within the present moment, and that God will bring you the joy you need in life. You just need to pray or meditate, and He will answer you. No lie. And sometimes you need to look deep within yourself and really, like I said, cleanse yourself. But knowing that you have this great ability, you can be taken away from all of this chaos in your life. But if you fail to recognize that, there's always going to be some challenges in life that will distract you. There's always going to be something that will deter you away from things. And like I was saying in my last episode, sometimes you can't control everything in life, but what you do have the ability to control is your relationship with God. You can have this relationship also with yourself, and you can tell yourself over and over that you don't need another item to make you happy. This other relationship will not make you a better person, it might make you a better person, but it won't solve your happiness issue. Happiness is something within you that you need to work on. And they always say, to have a successful relationship, you have to be the best version of yourself. People can help to change you because you can see that person as someone else and aspire or be inspired by that person to change who you are. However, at the end of the day, your relationship with you is going to tell you how you talk to yourself internally, how you reach out to other people, and how kind you are. But just remember, not letting this next best thing determine how you feel in life, because your happiness is not determined by that. and feelings and emotions are so much more, so much deeper than that. And they're not based on material items or the next relationship or the next service or any of that. And just being present for yourself is what really matters.